We've just taken a sample of each pixel and averaged it down in one of three ways. Nearest neighbour, looking at the nearest pixel and matching colour and tone. Bilinear, looking at the 4 surrounding pixels and finding an average. Or bicubic, looking at the 16 surrounding pixels, finding an average, but giving more influence to the closest pixels. Now, most photographers favour bicubic interpolation, and I'm sure if you're doing your resampling, usually your default method is this bicubic interpolation, which is an excellent way of averaging down pixels. Now, in this case, out of every 4 pixels from our camera, only one remains of a colour value determined by the averaging method that your software has been instructed to follow. The excess pixels are then disposed of, not to be seen again within this particular image file going forward to the printer. Our computer gives this information to our inkjet printer via the printer driver application supplied by our inkjet printer manufacturer, which in this case is Epson. Now, we instruct the inkjet printer how much ink to spray on the paper. Now, in this case, we're actually telling the printer that we've got our photo paper is a glossy paper, so it's photo paper inkjet premium glossy. So that actually tells the printer that approximately the amount of ink that we want to spray down. Now, the next size, so when we go away from that and we click onto another part of the print settings, we go down to this other dialog box. So we're still on print settings, but this time we're looking at the print quality, and here we see that we're telling the printer how many droplets we want to split each pixel into. Now, this is the point at which we start talking about dots per inch, not pixels per inch. Can you see that there? Dots per inch. Now, this is resolution or print quality that can be anything from draft, which is 360 dots per inch, to fine at 720 dots per inch, to super fine at 1440 dots per inch, to super photo, which in this case is 5760 dots per inch. Now, these descriptions are Epson words, but you'll find similar descriptions with Canon and HP. Now, if we look across here, the printer driver does not simply split up each pixel and spread dots evenly over the page. There is a sophisticated screening process going on that realistically emulates continuous smooth tone to produce a photorealistic reproduction of the original captured image. Modern printer drivers operate within a much faster operating system environment and carry out their droplet array algorithms to a far smaller variable drop size. For Epson, the old 1440 DPI standard has increased to 5760 DPI emulation, and droplet volume has reduced down to 2 picolitres minimum in the case of the very latest Epson Pro Photo inkjet printers for 2018. Ultra-fine microdots represent the very smallest size of ink droplets available today. Ultra microdots are between 2 and 6 picolitres in volume, resulting in a dot diameter up to 4 times smaller than the diameter of a human hair, and close to the limit of resolution for the human eye. These incredibly small dots lead to much finer detail with less graininess and even smoother graduations. Print quality is considerably enhanced. Canon claim 4 picoliter and 4,800 dots per inch for their top photo inkjet printers for 2018. Ink droplets can be placed with a minimum pitch of 1/48,000th of an inch. Now, in my opinion, it makes sense to feed modern printer drivers with as many genuine camera pixels as possible and allow the printer driver software to carry out the majority of the image processing that turns genuine camera pixels into ink droplet data. Countless visual print observations appear to bear out this opinion from different levels of digital camera, printing at various sizes. Let's stop here and continue this in the next movie.